Imagine comparing Sonic and Mario and thinking that they're exactly the same thing. Hello everyone, I'm Ann Eldis back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about a YouTuber's take on the upcoming newest Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers. Now, normally I would just look past some of these things because I get it. Not everyone is going to have the same opinions that I do, and not everyone is going to like the same things, or I'm not gonna like the same things, which is fine. The point is not to just criticize or be harsh on someone that just has different opinions of you. That's not okay. However, I like to believe that there is a wrong way to hate and a right way to hate, or a wrong way to criticize something and a right way to criticize something. And that's what I believe that this person tends to fail at, is having such a bad taste on it, comparing it to things that don't exactly make sense, or just misrepresenting the Sonic Frontiers altogether. And that's what I'm going to be criticizing. I don't condone any actual hate, so I'm going to be very constructive or try to stay professional when talking about this video, because the point isn't that he hates Sonic Frontiers or seems to not like anything of Sonic. I don't care about that. You know, he has that right. However, I do believe that there are a lot of things that he says that completely misrepresents what Sonic Frontier is actually about, or just having such a bad take on it. So with that being said, let's begin.
But everyone right now is saying Sonic Frontiers is good now, all of a sudden, and it's not. A new Gamescom trailer came out, a new Gamescom demo, and this game is still a disparate bunch of ideas thrown at an empty, open environment, open zone, and it has no clue what it's doing. Despite having a template laid out before it to exactly replicate, and they refuse to do it. Oh yeah, a little game called Mario Bowser's Fury came out, and that is exactly what Sonic Frontier should be, a dense experience.
And this is where we come to our first problem, because this is not going to be the only time this guy talks about anything about Mario, especially Mario Bowser Fury. He really loves comparing this game to Mario Bowser Fury, which is ridiculous. One, it doesn't make any sense because Mario and Sonic, yes, they're both platformer games, but they have been always completely different within their style. They have always had different mechanics, different purposes, and have always used the platformer games in a different way. And comparing the two just doesn't work because of how distant they are within that style. It's like those people that were comparing Birds of Prey to Sonic. The only thing they had in common is that they were movies. Same thing here. Also, not to mention, I could be mishearing this guy, but this guy seems to be saying that it's like an exact replica of, or like trying to be a replica of Mario Bowser's Fury. But last I checked, Mario Bowser Fury came out like last year, and Frontiers had started being in develop right after Forces, so not really for sure what happened there. So this just really shows that the guy has might have some bias against Sonic to Mario. Just a thought.
With land to cover, but challenges galore, enemies awesome, and a overall fightable character that radiates throughout the experience and is a foe that you know and feels good. A game that is tried and true, but tries something new, and instead Sonic Frontiers is a vomit of rail grinds and boost pads and under 60-second stages to try and grab onto your nostalgic threads and pull you in.
So you're saying that that's what says Sonic Frontiers needs to be something new. Have you been seeing any of the leaks, the gameplays, and the trailers that have been coming out? Sonic Frontiers is nothing but trying new things, from the levels, from the open world concept, from adding the new villain that looks quite interesting or seems to have a story that's quite invested, and the fact that they hired different writers so the writing could actually be better, changing Sonic's voice to match with the deep tone they're going for. Literally everything about this game has screamed new. What are you talking about, man? And you say that the levels are like 60 seconds. I want to know where you got that time frame from, because last I checked, no one has actually confirm nor deny how long the levels actually are. While I get like shorter levels aren't exactly fun, especially for a platformer Sonic game, no one has said the levels were that short. Not Sega, not anyone who has played the demos or anything from the leaks. Nothing. If anything we've got from the demos that people played back in LA has been nothing but positive. Like, a lot of people have generally said that the gameplay in Frontiers is actually really fun.
Or more like, pull the money out of your wallet. They show off Green Hill Zone and everyone goes bananas. Green Hill Zone. A Green Hill Zone that we've seen 50 times before. A Green Hill Zone that takes 50 seconds to complete. A Green Hill Zone that's part of cyber stages that are 1 to 2 minutes in length.
If you mean the fans are going bananas, as in people complaining that these are levels that they've reused before and reusing quite a few levels, and that they don't want levels to be reused and are more excited for the new levels, and telling that Sega needs to like not do that, then yeah, you're right, people did go bananas, but not because they're praising it, but because of the fact that they are reusing it. And if we're going by your logic of like, oh, they use Green Hills, a level that we've seen so many times before, which you're right, why don't we do, I mean, we could do the same thing with Mario. Oh, look, we're just going up against Bowser again. It certainly has that not happened like for the 10th millionth time. Oh, what's going on? Mario has to save his girlfriend who's been kidnapped by the same villain from the last 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking games. Oh yeah, totally exciting. Totally not something they've done before. Same fucking shit, man. Like, literally, if we really want to do that. It's actually probably one of the reasons why I kind of pulled myself away from Mario, is because I got tired of the same plot of just saving Princess Peach, if we really want to go down that level. So yeah, like, it's not cool for studios just to reuse things, but at the same time, don't say that the fans are going crazy or going bananas because they see Green Hills, because that's just not true. That is not the case. People went bananas for Green Hills because it's reused. They weren't praising it, they were criticizing it. So this guy is just completely wrong here. Completely.
While Mario Bowser's Fury central mechanic was something innovative and cool and very fun, Sonic Frontiers' central mechanic is drawing circles.
Now, this is something he's going to constantly say throughout the video as well, is that the main game command mechanics of Sonic Frontiers is fighting geometrical shapes and running around drawing circles, which is the very vague, basic mechanics of Sonic Frontiers. And he's also being very vague with this part, with saying how Mario was fun and open without actually explaining how so. But if we were going to go with the same idea of, oh, Sonic's just about drawing circles, well, then Mario is just about jumping up different platforms and hitting other boxes and occasionally other villains. Or monster, or just small little creatures that can kill you. I can be basic too, guy. Switchforce. Is that your name? Yeah. I can be basic too.
And I don't care who says it's enjoyable, who says it feels good, who says that it's a great evolution. It is bad.
Now, this is by far probably my least favorite thing he says in the entire video, and the worst take you could possibly ever have on anything is the, I don't care what anyone else says, you're wrong and I'm right. This is never a good attitude to have about anything. And that's going whether you're praising something or criticizing something. If I were to dismiss any of the potential flaws that Frontiers has and just overpraising it and not giving a crap what anyone else says, well, that would just be wrong of me, because there are obvious flaws and there is a chance that this game could suck. Which is why you have to be always open-minded. This guy is not doing that. He's just completely saying, this game sucks, and if you tell me otherwise, or show me things that could prove me otherwise, I don't care. Which is wrong, which is weird, because in the beginning of the video, he's just like, oh, it's just my opinion, tell me something different, I love to hear it. But it seems like you don't love to hear it, because you're literally saying that anyone who thinks differently is wrong, and you don't care. Like, dude, that is not, it's your right to think like that, but you're not going to get people to listen to you if you present yourself such as.
Instead of putting in fun, creative enemies, they put in a Mighty Mug child baby. Don't know why that's the main character they show off in the story trailer. And then you're fighting geometric objects.
Probably because they don't want to keep using Eggman as the main villain, or or not the main focus villain like they've done for a lot of games. trying something new, as you said that this game was not trying to do. And also that Sonic is finding geometrical shapes. We could literally say the same fucking thing about Mario, that you are avoiding, dodging, and fighting geometrical shapes. Or that you're hitting geometrical shapes to get powers and stars. Like, once again, dude, I can be fucking basic.
Understand what people are saying they see in Sonic, because this is the same Sonic Frontiers that I saw in person in Los Angeles, and this is the same Sonic Frontiers I saw shown off by IGN when it looked like a disaster.
Now, once again, this is just completely misleading and completely wrong, because the demo that was played in Los Angeles was a 30-minute playthrough of some of the open world, which is not the same thing that was shown in the IGN trailer or gameplay, which is to show more puzzles, to show more interactions with characters, to show even more stuff in the open world. Also, now I could be wrong about this, so take this with a grain of salt. You have to notice how the guy says that saw. It's the same thing he saw in Los Angeles, not played. And that's because I've actually heard that he actually never played the demo in Los Angeles of Sonic Frontiers. He didn't actually play it. Once again, I could be wrong about it, but I actually heard that he never played Frontiers because he wasn't actually invited to play the game. So he saw the gameplay from a distance, but never actually got to try it himself because he wasn't a member of the press. So they didn't let him play the demo. So not only is he kind of trying to make it sound like he has played it and it's different when he actually never played it, he's comparing based on something he saw rather than something he personally experienced himself. Not to mention that the demo was an earlier build of the game. And yes, the things we saw with Frontiers with the earlier leaks, yeah, they weren't exactly the best impression for the game. And a lot of people did point that out and a lot of people complain about it. And yeah, maybe we could fault Sega for just badly advertising or just badly misrepresenting what the game's about. But guess what? They fixed it. They showed us the demo or bits of the demo of the game. They released the trailer that shows the game more in a positive light, that shows the things they are adding, the things that they are trying to change, do something different, and now people have more reason to be optimistic because now we saw more because Sega started doing a better job advertising it. That is just how it works. He's completely wrong. And not to mention, he never actually played the demo. So he can't literally talk from personal experience comparing the gameplay from the trailer to Los Angeles.
And yes, they did throw together a nice quick cut trailer that indicated other environments, but those environments are still a random smorgasbord of grind rails and boost pads thrown aimlessly around, with the central mechanic being go around, draw circles.
So earlier you said that the world was empty and didn't add anything interesting, and now you're saying that they added pointless things or too much things now. It's not very consistent. But also, once again, just a very basic just description of what the gameplay actually is, because once again we can just do the same thing. What's the point of Mario? Jump off this platform, jump onto this box, hit this box to get a star.
It is a absolute joke that Sonic Frontiers comes out the day before God of War Ragnarok. Those two games could not be farther apart in terms of foresight and thought and quality.
What is the point of even bringing that up in the video? Because you're right, they're two different types of games, and I mean, they're not even, unlike Mario and Sonic where they're both platformers, God of War is not. Like, that literally has no point in relevance into this entire video. Like, what was the point of that?
Gamescom demo, 2 months before the game comes out, still has graphical issues and camera control problems, something that plagued the original reveal of the game back on IGN when the gameplay debuted. Popin Galore, because it literally is random objects popped into a world.
Once again, that was an earlier build of the game, and once again, Sega has shown and has revealed more things that we are to expect from the game, and things that we haven't actually seen in the game yet because the game has not been released. Hi, editing in Aldous in the future, which is probably why you're hearing the static because I'm not recording this through OBS. I actually found out while editing this that the camera controls that he's talking about and the camera angles is actually customizable. So it has nothing to do with the Oreo build like I initially thought. It's just that this could be in the case that this is more of the player rather than the game. Because if he's having troubles with customizable controls, then he just sucks at the game.
Now, these aren't interesting, engaging, named challenges like we saw throughout Mario, utilizing different parts of his moves and utilizing all sorts of other elements from past and present Mario games to formulate a new creative idea, taking advantage of a semi-open world, if you will, an open zone done by Nintendo.
I will be honest, there is more that he does say where he compares Mario and Sonic and its gameplay and all this, but I'm just going to skip over it because I'm just going to say the same exact shit of how both games aren't similar at all, or just that he's describing it very vaguely and that we could do the same thing with Mario. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna skip over it because I'm just gonna keep repeating the same shit.
I would love to be wrong. I would love for Sonic Frontiers to have a second world that just blows us away.
No, you do not want to be wrong. I can just tell that this is a guy that was waiting for the game to come out, and if it bombs or if not a lot of people like it, he's gonna just make another video and be like, I told you so, I tried to tell you, but no one would listen to me. Yeah, I just have a feeling that this guy wants this game to suck.
And I really, really do not like anything that I've seen of this game, and I think it is going to be a disaster. I really do. There's been a lot of Sonic disasters in the past, and I think this will go down as one of the biggest.
First of all, no Sonic game or any game is going to be as big of a disaster as Sonic 06. Like, you really have to try really hard to make a Sonic game that would be worse than 06. And secondly, yeah, you're right. The Sonic has been up and down the last decade when it comes to their games. You're not wrong about that, which is why there are people that have like a little bit of skepticism, myself included, on Frontiers. But at the same time, Sega has shown that they've taken a different approach with Frontiers because they actually want to make a good Sonic game. So while there is still a bit of reason because of their track record for skepticism, there is still reason to be a little bit optimistic because of their approach of this game, because of the bad games we've been getting.
Sonic Frontiers still looks as goofy and discombobulated as it did in the beginning. We're just getting close to the release date now, and people want to believe because they've loved Sonic from when they were young.
I'm going to have to kind of... Now, this is all speculation on my end, so I'm not going to speak this out as truth, but I'm going to have to disagree on that, because it seems like us Sonic fans never seem to know whether we like a Sonic game or if we don't. Because Sonic Unleashed came out, I believe, in 2008, and it received mixed reviews. Sonic Colors came out shortly after, and that would receive positive reviews. Here we are about 10 years later, and the script has switched. People love Sonic Unleashed now, to the point where it has a cult following, and not a lot of people like Colors, because a lot of people recognize that game as the start of Sega's downfall with a lot of these characters. And it's pretty similar for a lot of other games. No one can ever tell. Like, it seems like we're always flipping back and forth with games we like or we don't like, which is why same when Sonic Colors Ultimate came out, not a lot of people liked it, even though it was like a reboot of Sonic Colors. But not a lot of people liked it because people just said it just sucked now. It's funny because it doesn't seem like Sonic fans want to just love it because they loved it as a kid. It seems like people just... I don't know, Sonic fans just going this back and forth phase of what we actually want in a Sonic game. So I definitely disagree with this guy of we want to like it.
Sega has not said, oh, there's more deeper gameplay later on. They've said you don't understand what makes this good. AKA, we don't know.
AKA, we don't want to spoil it for you because the game hasn't come out yet and we want you to experience it for yourself and learn what makes the game good when you play it. How's that?
I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for this game to come out and blow us away, but I hate the idea that people will get swept up into the typical YouTube pattern where as a game approaches release, creators get all excited and fans get all hyped and they want to believe that everything is the greatest thing ever because saying it's the greatest thing ever is the good thing to do on Twitter these days.
I need to know which side of Twitter you're on because I would love to be part of that excitement and optimistic view of just loving Sonic Frontiers no matter what. I really do. I really do. And it's funny because once again, you're acting like if all Sega fans will just take anything we can get because we're just desperate for it. Like, you're criticizing people because we're desperate for a good Sonic game. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll say, yeah, I am desperate for a good Sonic game. So what? Isn't that a good thing to want a good Sonic game? To want something good in a franchise that you love and have supported for so many years? Because, for God's sake, it's probably why Sega has worked extra hard to give us this game, because they know that people haven't been liking this game, their Sonic games, and that people want a good game to love. It sounds to me like it shouldn't be bad that us Sonic fans want a good game. And yeah, I will say it, I'm desperate, I want it, but doesn't mean I'm just gonna love Sonic Frontiers just because I am. That's why I'm skeptical. That's why I'm not going in with open arms. I am being careful where my optimistic lies, because I don't want to be overhype myself and then the game be terrible and then I'm just more disappointed. And there's nothing wrong with just being hopeful. There isn't. Not to mention is that if we were that desperate and to just take anything we can get, people would have loved Sonic Forces. Let's just be real. Like, if we were that desperate to just love Sonic just because we love Sonic as a kid, people would have praised Forces. Which, last time I checked, we don't.
And so I just want you to hear my honest opinion. I've been accused before of being like a fanboy that won't say anything bad about games, anything bad about Switch. I'm such a positive guy, and I normally am. But my positivity here is directed to saving you money.
Based on some of the other videos you made on Sonic and criticizing Sonic, I'm going to highly doubt that people have said that you're a positive guy or that you don't say anything negative. Because all your videos pretty much is praising Mario and hating Sonic.
From a game that looks antiquated, out of date, and completely, absolutely clueless. Sonic Frontiers is about drawing circles around geometric objects, and that's all you need to know. Thank you for listening to this TED Talk.
And Mario is about jumping on different blocks, jumping on turtles, and jumping on from one box to another box with occasional swimming to save a princess who can never seem to defend herself because she keeps getting kidnapped by the same fucking guy. Or reptile. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
How many Sonic games have we wished to be the bold new turn for the franchise? And what was the actual bold turn for the franchise? Sonic Mania, a game that went back. And why do you think the cyber stages that they're now throwing at you to lure you in are like that? They reel you in with what worked way back when. And
once again, that's just not true. I don't know how you can get anything from Sonic Mania into the cyberspace levels that's in Frontiers. And yeah, Sonic Mania was like a beloved game. Like, a lot of people did like it. It was like going back into what Sonic once was, or how it changed and evolved over time. But Sonic Frontiers is obviously trying to take a much newer approach. And yeah, once again, same thing was like Forces. People thought it was going to be a great game, and it was just mediocre at best, which is once again why there is a bit of skepticism. You keep talking as if all these Sonic fans are just being over hopeful or just gonna love it and buy the game simply just because it's Sonic. But a lot of people been seeing a bit of promise that this game could be good, and that's why they're gonna buy it, to see if it actually is good and to give it a chance. But once again, we do have this bit of little skepticism. We're not just going in saying the game's gonna be great. We're going in being like, okay, there's a chance it could be good, but we're not gonna know it unless we buy it. But also, once again, Sonic Mania has nothing like the cyber levels. It's not the same thing. And yes, Sega seems to have been bringing some old things that people have liked and trying new things to see if people would like that. There's nothing wrong with that approach. It is just trying to see what will work and what they can do to advance this franchise into its right direction. There's nothing wrong with that. And even then, it's not like people are praising it for it, because once again, people have been criticizing the reused levels.
But Sonic Frontiers, it ain't it. And I just wanted to get that off my chest and let you know. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry to put it to you so bluntly, but it had to be said. And hopefully you can understand that I'm just trying to be authentic with you, and I'm open to hearing other opinions. It's just my opinion, but I don't want you to get hoodwinked into buying this game. All right, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. We'll see. But Sonic Frontiers, it still sucks. Thanks again. Switchforce. out.
So my overall opinion on this is that this video just once again has an awful take on this game. It is being very vague and very stretching out its argument, being very inconsistent with its argument, and also just saying things that just aren't entirely true about it. Once again, this guy cannot like Sonic or Sonic Frontiers. That is his, that is his right. He can have that opinion. But there is a thing of having such an awful take and misleading something. Ironically, how he seems to be presenting Sonic Forces is how he's presenting in this video. Misleading, misguiding, misrepresenting, and just completely having things that are flat out wrong and just completely being over vaguing some of the arguments down to the basics of what this game is. And yeah, this game could be good. This game could be bad. This game could be okay. We don't know. The fact of the matter is, like, you're saying a game sucks before the game even has come out. And yeah, we've seen a lot, but also not at the same time, because there's a lot more this game seems to be offering that we have yet to see. And that's why people are going to buy the game, and that's why people are going to give this game a chance. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with people wanting to give this game a chance. And I am one of those people that will be giving this game a chance. I already pre-ordered it, and I am looking forward to this game. So Switchforce, I'm sure you're a great guy, but you need to reevaluate some of your takes on some video games, or especially Sonic, because it seems like you just have this bias on it. I would love to be wrong, but that's just my opinion. With that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos as often as I can. And remember, guys, love, hate, let's just be respectful about the viewpoints we have. And just remember that it is okay to like or hate something. And it is okay to have a bit of optimistic of something if you love it. And as always, till next time, bye-bye!